Butter making stage 1. We start here with a gallon of cream. Here is the date of when we started the cream. And now it's the 16th, and so over a week we have accumulated a gallon of cream. Here we have the blender, and I have where you can see the ounces in cups, because I will fill it up just short of the 32 ounces, not beyond, just short. Here I have a bowl, stainless steel bowl with a handle. The handle is very important. You don't want your body heat to melt the butter. Then here I have a spatula, a butter paddle, a slotted spoon, half a cup of hot water, salt. Then I have my 2 freezer pint boxes to put the bowl to act as the mold, and I have the date. And then I have my large jars I'm going to put the buttermilk in. And these are wide mouth jars. Okay. I told you to stop. I'm sorry.
So are we still recording?
Yes, we're recording.
Okay.
Alright, so show that I have filled it up short. Alright. Okay, I'm showing you halfway through how it looks. It is not ready. It is now just whipped cream. If you were to add sugar to this, you would have stiff peaked whipped cream. So we are going to start it again. The question I get asked is, when do you add in the hot water? It's at a point when it's whipped up the cream so much that it's dried out and doesn't have enough liquid. So sometimes you add it and sometimes you don't. So
another thing to notice is the increase in volume.
This is why you don't go above 32 ounces, is because it'll whip up. And now this should whip up the rest of the way. So we will turn it back on. Okay, as you can see, it's looking more yellow than white. It's starting to separate. It's really thick. Now come down here and you can start seeing a little bit of the buttermilk here at the bottom. So we're going to turn it on and let the fat accumulate and churn on itself, and makes it easier. So we're going to, and it's been 2 minutes or 3 minutes up to this point. As you can see, there's the butter floating on the top. Come here. Now you can see this. It's been another 2 minutes. Generally, it takes about 5 minutes to do this on a high-speed blender. This only took 4 minutes. Sometimes at the very top, when you get the cream on the top, that's called the head cream, and it's a lot thicker. So you will have, sometimes you'll have more buttermilk and sometimes you'll have less buttermilk. So now we are going to use the slotted spoon and put it in the stainless steel bowl. Now we're using the butter paddle, and you hold it in the hand and you're doing this squeezing action. See if you can get it up against yeah, how I'm squeezing it against the wall. All right, now back up. So I'm gonna pour it into here. So this is the buttermilk, and that's stage 1. Stage 2 now is to wash the butter. This is not done yet. See, it's got buttermilk still in the butter. So we come over here to the sink. Turn on cold water. When we put the cold water in, it takes 3 washings. So here is where you see where the handle comes in, and then the squeezing of the butter paddle up against the wall is pushing the water through the butter. Number 2. You want the water to be mostly clear. It doesn't get completely clear, but as you can see, it's still a little milk. The water is still a little milky. Again, we're going to push it. It's kind of like a folding action. You can push it and squeeze the water through the butter. All right, now one more thing. We put salt in. And this will also take out some of the water. During different times of the year, depending on what the cow eats, depends upon how yellow the butter is. But it takes photosynthesis or green grass to make really yellow butter. In the winter time, if you have a cow that's eating hay, it'll be a light yellow color. And so now we're ready to put it in the mold. And I will put it in here and squish it down to get all the air pockets out, and I will accumulate it until I get this filled all the way up to the very top. Now we repeat. Do the same thing over again. Don't go beyond 32.
And it's splattered.
Yes, it's splattered. That's why you have a washcloth. Right. And we repeat again. Okay, I wanted to point out that this batch is dry. It's just making a bunch of cream and there is no liquid in it. So I put my water in the microwave so that it's warm, and then I'm going to add it onto the top of this. And when I turn it on, the liquid will come to the bottom and it'll help it separate easier.
Here we are working up the last of it. And how much time do you think this took overall?
Oh, maybe 40 or 45 minutes. Let me shake my salt in. I'll show you the results. So you're going to get a pound and a little bit more. This is the little bit more.
This was from 1 gallon of cream.
Yes, so here is the division. Let me turn this back on. Hang on.
Okay, now it's zeroed.
Now
and here's the weight of an empty box.
So I'm going to tare that. That's 0.85 ounces. So then we put a full all the way up to the tippy top, and that's 16.14 ounces. So there's a pound of butter all the way up to the top of it. And then you got a little bit more. We also have here these are taller than a quart. So this is more than 3 quarts of milk, buttermilk, that you can cook with, feed to the dogs, make biscuits, make pie. Some people drink it. It will last in the refrigerator 1 week before it starts going bad.
All right.
That's the end.
And